Hello, welcome back to a game called A Little Perspective, which ironically uses an orthographic projection. Every time I look at the screen, I want to rotate around or roll somewhere, but if I press any key or button, it just takes me here. So I guess that's non-interactive, despite how it looks. Alright, so, whoa, where have you parked me? I guess where I left myself, probably. Yeah, I just walked here from having finished World 1 bonus. Yeah, so Jan's mind is a tangled, complicated maze, hard to navigate. No wonder he has so much trouble composing messages. Let's get his perspective on his first meeting with Fitch.
Jan's message was a welcome surprise. He too was in search of collaborators looking to push the genre forward.
It's this music. I remember this one. Alright, so I need to stand here, it looks like. That's adjacent to this. Looks trivial. Alright. And isn't there something funny about this spot where I can't actually go through because I can't see myself? Yeah, so the actual solution was to have jumped onto this. Okay. And this is perfectly acceptable, has no effect on what I'm actually trying to do. So I have to backtrack slightly to get access to this spot, a place in the puzzle I would normally never step. Okay? The time signature changed or something. Oh, that's fun. Locked in.
The moment Jan reached out to Fitch, he felt a foreboding sense of overcommitment. There was no turning back now.
Oh, I understand what he's feeling. I know exactly what that's like. Alright, so he wrote a message and immediately wasn't so sure he wanted to have written that message. Okay, so I need to navigate my way to that button. Let's try doing it the most straightforward looking way first and see what goes wrong. That's pretty funny. Okay, there we go, I can see. What went wrong didn't go wrong for long. But yeah, I can't go there because it doesn't... Not because there's a wall, but because there's no floor I can see. And here I can't see myself because these are too tall. That's what goes wrong. Okay, so... Gonna have to come up with some way around all of that. And how do you suppose that will be? I can do this, and maybe find another route. I think that's a dead end, right? Because... Oh, no, it's not. There we go. Gotta check all perspectives before declaring dead end. Obstacles.
Despite obvious obstacles, Fitch and Jan having just met, knowing nothing about each other, apparently living 7 time zones apart, their common ground on such an unknown subject made striking up a conversation effortless. The world has never been more connected.
Where can I stand to touch this thing? I guess it's gonna have to be on top of that once it's moved. Yes, if I fully occlude this cube and step this way, that should work. Okay. So does the time signature change? Oh. Yeah, what does the music do when I enter the, other worlds? So once I flip things around... Oh, right, so now I still have to actually get on top of that. And how do I do that? Here? Okay. There we go. So music changes one way here. Does it change another way, or does it stay? Barriers. It stays.
It was nice, Jan thought, having someone to talk to about the music. But it was apparent that there would be even more barriers of communication than usual.
Mm-hmm. Language and way of thinking. I'm waiting to get to the part where Fitch is like, man, Jan's been typing for a really long time, but all he said was okay. What was he trying to say, I wonder? Alright, so I see button here, button here. But this says 3, button here. Okay, so yes, I do want to press all of them. from here I can get to a spot where I can look like I'm bumping that, except no, this is the wrong bend. I need to be in the short part of the L shape, not the long part. So then from here, where I go? From here, where I go? Nowhere? So yeah, I can step up there, but that doesn't do anything. How can I look like I'm bumping against that thing? From here! Okay, right, so this L shape, what exactly does it require? Not being able to see... Okay, right, so in the equivalent spot here, the reason this does not bump against that cube is because I can see this triangle. So it requires occlusion of the triangle on my right side upper. Okay. It is because of this occluder that I can do that. Okay? Now I'm in the wall. Why am I in the wall? Because I bumped against what is the southwest side of this block currently, which is the position of this block whose place I will take. Alright. Yeah, so it teleports me to the physical location that is the adjacency I just bumped, rather than where I was when I departed that place. Okay, so now this situation's a little different. That still hides the right triangle. Okay. Now that I'm here, the appropriate triangle is not hidden, so I cannot do this. What about from... No, I do it from this angle, right, the way I would originally have understood how to do it, and that's all. Okay, so we're kind of like codifying that rule that I sort of understood, can kind of describe, but I can work with it. I don't have to use my words. I can use my intuition. I am a Jan. Alright, third eye.
Fitch shared his experimental compositions with Jan. Jan gave enlightening feedback. He clearly knew things that Fitch didn't, and Fitch was learning quickly from him.
Long part no good, I need short part, but I don't have one of those. That's not a place I can stand. By long part no good, I need short part, I mean think of this as like a tetromino that has, you know, the 3 in a row plus the 2 in a row. I need to be on the end of the 2 in a row, and the thing I'm touching needs to be on the end of the 3 in a row. And that's what I mean when I say those words. This thing coming down will create a place to stand. Okay, so this would have been the failure condition for the other way of doing it, but it's a success condition for this, this mode of play. Politeness. Ooh, was Jan faking it?
Fitch shared his experimental compositions with Jan. Jan thought they were pretty bad.
Uh-oh!
He felt a pang of frustration, which he was careful not to express through text.
I see, okay. It did say early on, Jan's compositions fell afoul of the pitfalls of the genre, so even he knew his stuff wasn't quite right as it was. So Jan's gonna try to fix Fitch, but not, like, tell him what he's doing. I'm just doing the things that I can reach. I don't know where I'm going. I assume this will expose a thing that I'm not currently able to see the glow of. Like, I don't see any blue glow. There it is. It's here. So, no, I guess that's gonna be used as a pusher for me? Okay, what am I doing? Am I back in the default state? I was, yes, okay. So this is about the only thing I can do right now. Then I undid it right away by doing this, but if I don't do that and instead do this. I can hit a switch now. So I'm not going to get pushed. That's not on the table. I can travel up here if I desire. Long part of the tetromino, I'm in the short part, so therefore I can bump this just fine. But from here, nothing good can happen. I can do that I cannot do that the other way around. Like, I would have to stand the equivalent of, well, here. I can hop back down. I cannot bump that except, like... do I have to stand on the yellow thing to do that? I do. I don't. I can do this. That might be productive someday. It doesn't look like it to me, though. Wait, hang on. That's... Oh, okay, active switch is on the back of the... Okay, I confused the two blue glowy things. So I just need to get up there, which I can do directly. Okay. Solved. Alright. 8-4, I think? Sorry, 2-4 first. One-way street.
Fitch shared his theoretical insights as well. The kinds of things that didn't come through in his compositions. Jan listened intently, though it was sometimes difficult for Fitch to tell what Jan was really thinking.
I see. So maybe the one never really liked the other. I mean, Jan is fully aware that he has trouble communicating. And it's not just because of a language barrier. But at the same time, he has opinions of his own that are not for Fitch's ears. This is not where I want to be. I want to be on this thingy. How do I get there? Did I need to not... Yeah, I needed to not. Okay, I need to not. So to not... Okay, I want to be here. How do I navigate from here? Didn't I just do this? I stand here and then just avoid pressing that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Then... Has this helped me yet? It has now. This is where I need to be to go on that. And this is where I need to be to go on that. And this is where I need to be to hit the reorienter. There we go. I'm nowhere. There's somewhere. I found it. So far I'm assuming there's just one of these per thingy, but maybe someday there'll be two of them. Oh, look what I can do. That's right, this game is mouse controllable.
Jan wasn't entirely disappointed with what Fitch brought to the table. He had a way of making sense of things that Jan understood, but could never put into words.
Okay. Right, yes. The intuitive one can't describe what he's intuiting quite as well. Okay, so goal is here. This has to come up. When that comes down... I assume there are going to be some consequences I don't like. I'm not yet clear on what those are. Also, this looks like a dead end to me. Except it has a switch in it, so it can't be. Ah! Okay. So, then what? Do I want to stand in a certain place that's gonna, like... Oops. Ah, where am I? Okay, I can do this, but it doesn't seem productive. That's because it's not. When I undo, is that undoing... It is undoing moves, as well as rotation. I guess... I don't quite get along with this undo all the time. I do not know how I would improve it. Here's the thing I can do. How would I improve this undo? Maybe like separate buttons for perspective undo and move undo? Something like that? Okay, I'm just kind of flopping around. What is my goal? I need to stand here. So I want to rotate... Like, I would like to bump into this thing, but I need an occluder here to do that. So if you had been up, I could have done that. So I think that implies an order. Which probably, I'm guessing, means... What I want to do is rotate away from here hold on. I'm just on a completely different path now, I think. Shoot, which was the one I was trying to hit and couldn't? I would like this triangle to be hidden. Which means I want this up, which means I want to be in exactly this state with that unpressed. So that I can press that first. Yes, that would put me in the right place, then hopefully come back and use this one later. That's my current thinking. Before I do that, though, let's see if there's a way from here to there. Maybe there's one that I'm just not seeing. I can do this and that. That takes me back to how I was. I've been around this loop before. Still takes me back there. I'm at the one I've already used. Yeah, okay, I think my assessment was correct. So which is which? Let's go back to where I can see this. Right there. So yeah, move I want to make is north from here. By north I mean northeast. With this not lowered. So the one whose face points toward... No. The one whose face is perpendicular to the plane of the... Well, okay. So there's a jut in the land that leads to the goal. There's a button on the opposite side of that jut. It is not that button, it's the one perpendicular to all of that. It's you. Okay, so you're the one I want to press first. So what I want to do is this. It's an order thing, maybe. Why do I have a suspicion that doing that is going to make it harder to get here? That just feels like how things are going to work out. So I'm here now, and yeah, I would like to bump that, which would mean I want this occluded. So I got like two mutually exclusive goals. One of them is going to somehow be possible with what I have, but I don't know which one. So in this order... Well, I can get there again. I can do that. Is that productive? Or have I been here before? I feel like I'm going at a loop. Can I do better? Actually, this feels new. Yeah, I haven't had the double switch on the bottom like this before, that I remember. I don't have my occlusions still, but I couldn't have from this angle. I think this is just a straight up dead end. Like, do that and you're not doing anything else ever. Yeah, alright, so that's where this maze terminates. Okay, let's try this way again. I'm assuming, like, there's something wrong with... Oh, wait a second, the occlusion. Okay, so at this point I can occlude that and prevent it from moving, except... then there's nothing I can do. So if I take the other path, which was this one, that can also be occluded on this path, and maybe I can do something more productive. This seems identical. Yeah, still either way I rotate... Oh, wait a second. Does that have a... No, I've already tried all this. There's nowhere to stand that's of special interest there. But that occlusion, it has to mean something. I assert baselessly. It feels like it means something. But there's only one orientation per switch that I can actually use. And only one rotation in that orientation that occludes the moving block. So maybe that actually doesn't mean anything. So right, my two options are this, to get that switch, and this to get the other one. So this is the perpendicular one, this is the parallel one. Perpendicular and parallel appear roughly equivalent. I don't perceive a difference between them. So this is perpendicular, nothing I can bump from this angle, no other angle occludes, nothing that doesn't occlude is of particular interest. I can't even do it from this angle. So if I instead go for parallel, situation seems identical. I can occlude and therefore do nothing. I can not even reach it, and I can do it unoccluded. I can occlude temporarily and go over here, and that does nothing, that does nothing. There's no, like, push for me or anything that has any notable effect. I can get up here, but that's meaningless. What? So it's only in this orientation that I'll be able to use. Wait, but can I get to that orientation from another, maybe? Okay, so delay hitting the switch. First, let's be here. This is the same situation. The state space in this game is a little hard to reason about, so it's difficult to know what I haven't tried. So that's newish. I have not actually made that move before. However, it's not very useful. Yep, that's a guaranteed stuck. Okay. It's hidden again. It doesn't matter though, because I'm stuck. Yeah, no, that's never a useful move. Okay, so I guess the query I want to run... Aha! There is... So... Parallel has a spot that I can actually hit from... Okay, so start with parallel. Which means I do this. No, it does not. Wait. I thought there was a... Did I mistake? I thought there was a cube I could hit from here. There is. Okay. Yes, but... that doesn't mean anything. What? It's gotta have to do with the hiding, right? Now, is there like another chirality of this or something? Like, there's no... No, I mean, I get this axis of rotation and the other axis, but no, there's no chirality swap. It's just, I can't imagine how I would ever be stepping on this in any situation except exactly this orientation. Or this one, or this one. Not this one. Wait. No, not that one. I can do that, uselessly. Go back to how I was. Well, this is, wait. How did I... This is just the base orientation. It was like this. So, like, I do that. I go here, I do this, I rotate this way, and yeah, reset just moves me one. Okay. Ooh. Right, okay, that would be legal. It's a little bit different from what I was doing before, but again, it's the same chirality as usual. Am I just missing some trick I can pull without reorienting here? I can't hit that because this triangle is too visible. Nothing else does anything. Okay. So if I assume that the occlusion has nothing to do with it, because I sure cannot work with that in any way that I'm able to experience. Then that would imply there's a way to do what I want to do from here. But this is, I am currently at a dead end, so if I flip upside down like this, there's no coming back ever. That much is clear. Okay, let's go back to working with perpendicular again. The situation's very similar, but not identical. Isn't this where I just came from? Well, I'm not flipped upside down, I'm still right side up. But from here I can't go much of anywhere. Except just kinda in a loop. Like, doing this from different perspectives doesn't really change anything. And once again, right, yeah, do this and you're just dead. I don't know what I'm missing here. Wait. What did I do? What did I do? How did that happen? Okay, so this was parallel first, perpendicular second, and it just kind of worked. What did I do? Parallel, return to base orientation. Alright, so I reset. Parallel first. Do this, no occlusion special or anything. Return to base orientation somehow. This has done that. Then I make this rotation. And from here, I was able to reach that, which is a difference in layout. The same was not true of perpendicular first. Okay, I don't understand how this is different from what I did before. Must have just been like one simple thing I didn't think to try. I still have to get there. And I've done it. Okay, well, okay. I guess it's just, there was just like one branch of the maze I somehow managed not to ever explore. Alright. I was about to look at the hint, but that did not end up happening. Alright. Sometimes you just miss things. Okay, cool. So getting an idea of the other perspective, and I am enjoying my time doing it. So next time, second half of World 2, I guess.